So today we are here with Orange and Lemons. First, please promote your concert.
Hi everyone, please do check out and be there on our 25th anniversary concert entitled Now and Then. It's happening on October 18 at Method 10 Convention Center from 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. or 12 p.m. because it's a 3-hour live show featuring a lot of songs from our past 4 albums. So we hope to see you there.
Okay, actually we already interviewed to our viewers. We already interviewed the band earlier at the press con. So I'm going to repeat some of the questions for you. First question ko nga, what was the explanation why you don't do Pinoy Ako anymore, live?
Number one, hindi lang talaga namin preferred na tugtugin siya. And number two, umiiwas kami sa issue of plagiarism. Baka ma-open na naman. And number three, it's not really part of any of our releases. It's just a commercial project. It's not that we're not proud of it. That's part of our history. Pero siguro preference-wise, we just want to play more of our own songs because this song is written by Jonathan Manalo.
Oh, well, let's not go back to that issue anymore. Tapos na yun, ano. My second question, yung next album nyo kanina, you plan to collaborate with, you hope to collaborate with an international artist. Please elaborate on that.
There are no concrete plans yet. We're still looking for future collaborators and siguro ngayon ang importante is we go back to the drawing board and compose more materials. Siguro we'll try to write 20-30 songs muna, shortlist it, and then when we find a perfect project or song to collaborate with other artists, we'll get there. Yeah.
Wala pa kayong naiisip?
Wala pa.
Or nakikita na, uy, ito pwede to ah. Si Jungkook pwede to ah.
Wala pa.
Okay, may 10th to last question. Each of you, please, what do you think of K-pop? Are you aware of that genre? And I ask that kasi kanina when you talked about your genre, parang sabi nyo, hindi nga namin minsan malaman kung ano yung genre namin. Kumbaga ayaw nyo bigyan ng label. But when you were beginning or at the height of your career, ang categorization sa inyo, if there's such a term, is new wave.
Indie,
or indie
alternative rock.
Oh, and
Indie pop.
And ang sabi nga is nagpapa-British. In the same way na when K-pop was starting, nagpapa-Korea. So I guess meron kahit pa paanong connection.
Yeah, I think so.
Do you know K-pop and what do you think of the music? Clem first?
Well, K-pop is K-pop. I mean, I think it's easy to describe that without saying anything. It's a brand of music that was cultivated and promoted even by the Korean government. So, ang galing ng marketing nila that made it big not only in the Philippines but in Europe as well. Tinanggap siya. It's accepted internationally. It's everywhere. And we have to accept that. We accept that as well. Sometimes we listen to it.
Sino? SB19, gano'n? Bini, gano'n?
Ano ba yun?
P-pop?
Yeah, you always hear it naman everywhere you go. So it's part of the culture now. It's embedded now. It's a trend. It will always be there, like hip hop. You know.
And we don't have any plans of competing or something.
Yeah.
It's their own genre, you know. It's their own passion of releasing that kind of genre. So okay na kami doon. At least it's still music. Nothing,
Sa amin naman kasi mapaki-pop siya o J-pop or whatever pop, as long as the music is good.
Right.
It's, di ba?
Expression na lang, that's their expression. So, okay lang kami.
Would you like to add anything on the K-pop topic?
Tinatanong mo kung alam kay K-pop. Alam ko kasi yung anak ko sa K-pop.
May mga paborito, o may mga gusto ka bang artist? What do you think of the music itself? P-pop. P-pop tayo. No?
SB19, no? Yung daughter ko nga, baka Bini. Bini rin. Bini, yung daughter. Dami, Bagyo, Samat, di ba? Ang dami na.
Yung pala ang tanong ko, P-pop. So, K-pop yan. So, P-pop tayo.
Yung kasi yung trend eh. Pero syempre, part na yan ng, ng musical history ng Pilipinas.
Okay, so P-pop pala. P-pop tayo. Ayan, at least maliwanag.
For P-pop, I hope na lumaki pa.
Oo.
I mean, we have no qualms about it. I mean, it's a different genre. Yeah. think a lot of Filipinos are crazy about it. Yeah.
Are you?
And we respect that.
Are you?
Well, we have a different, I think we have a different, iba yung kinoconsume kong music, iba yung influence ko kasi when it comes to music. But it doesn't mean that we don't accept other kinds of music. Yeah.
Right. Anything else, guys? Ppop. How do you find Ppop? They have artists that you like.
Siyempre, wapo, saka sumasayaw yun. Pag Ppop. Hindi naman namin kayang gawin yun. Habang tumutugtog.
Oh, but I mean to appreciate lang.
Yan, appreciate naman namin.
Kasi yun yung yung expression nila sa music na gusto nila.
Tsaka wala rin silang magagawa. Their kids appreciate
Right.
Ppop. So, we are all exposed.
Tama. Talk about Chelsea Manalo ending up in your video. What's the name of the song?
Labula Kenya.
Right. Please, how did you get to connect with her? Tell us about the shoot, please.
Okay, Labula Kenya, the song is about the painting of Juan Luna. Labula Kenya, it's displayed in National Museum of Fine Arts. So we wrote a song about that in 2021 and came out with an album in 2022. Ngayon, fast forward to 2024, Chelsea Manalo, paano ba ginawa niya? Ginaya niya yung...
Bulacan din si Chelsea. So,
part of her campaign as Miss Philippines
Bulacan na siya.
is ginaya niya yung painting, yung suot, so nag-photoshoot siya.
Bago pa kayo magkakilala nito?
Yes.
2022 pa ba? Or
2024. This year lang.
Oo. Okay.
So, tapos, ginamit niya sa TikTok yung mga fans niya, even yung mga fans niya, yung kanta namin, Labula Kenya.
Natatag kami. Kasi
Nakadating
whenever
sa
they-
inyo.
Yeah, whenever they use the song, they sometimes they tag us eh. So, syempre, nakita rin namin mga notification. So, that's the time na para na-feel namin, uy, nag-pick up tong song ulit kasi ginagamit ni Chelsea. So,
Right.
yun nga, naisipan din namin na what if music video with her? Kasi since na siya yung candidate natin for Miss Universe this year,
Nag-try
it's a
lang
good
kami,
ano.
reaching out to National Museum of the Philippines, then we reached out to Chelsea, the management of Chelsea Manalo, and everyone said yes, then let's do it.
Buti pumayag ang national.
Yun nga.
What the hell? Alam mo yun?
Nagulat din kami.
Madami bang limitations or conditions? Madami.
Mahigpit sila.
But
They don't just-
the idea of having Chelsea Manalo on board and also promoting also the painting, syempre it became as a para sa National Museum, it became parang
cultural project siya.
Right.
cultural project, so it became advantage sa side din nila. Kasi syempre, paano rin ng mga tao yung ma-appreciate din nila yung
Painting.
Kahit na yung museum.
museum mismo.
Oo.
It's a mix of promoting music, architecture, visual, and fashion.
Yes.
Right, so andun siya eh.
Parong Tagalog, tapos naka-Bisaya naman siya, tapos yung architecture, di ba?
National Museum.
If you see
They
the
featured the architecture of National Museum of Fine Arts. So ayun, I think it's a mutual admiration for everyone. So,
Particularly to Clem, why did you stop? Sinabi mo nag-disband kayo, no? Do you regret doing that? And also, what did you do in those 10 years?
no regrets sa amin. Lahat ng nangyari sa amin in our past, we don't regret it. It becomes a stepping stone to learn more and to become stronger as we move along in the music industry. I started my own record company, Lily Stars Records, and we form a band. I form a band, Camera World, sila tayo sila Kenyo. So continuous pa rin yung
Kayo palang Kenyo?
Yeah, sila yun. Si Jared that time, meron siyang band, Space Flower Show.
Nakasama na namin si Bukoy sa isang song.
So, yeah. Yung 10 years na yun, we are all busy with our own thing.
Music pa din.
Music pa rin.
Oh, alam mo, why I asked that? Of course, Orange and Lemons, may lugar yan sa music industry. Kita nyo naman kahit yung mga bagong, mga bata, na-discover yung songs nyo effortlessly on your part, you have to admit, ano. Pero I asked why, kung hindi ka nag-regret, especially ikaw, Clem, kasi you could have been like, this Eraserheads, you may ganun ba?
We are poised for that.
Great answer.
Kumbaga, everyone was telling kung di nag-disband ang Orange and Lemons, we were the band of that decade.
Right. Totoo naman.
Pero yeah,
Imagine mo, from Best New Artist the following year, what, Album of the Year?
Artist of the Year.
Artist of the Year. And then yung album na ayaw payagang i-release, Album of the Year. That's crazy, di ba?
I know.
You're ahead of your time.
Well, that's history.
And you can...
The only thing we can do now is make more history. So,
That's right. Nasaan, if I may ask, and don't be offended, nasaan na si McCoy? Do you know?
the last time we see him when we visited his yung wake niya sa mom died. His mom died, and we visited him. So
But I mean, what does he do now? Is he still...
Writer, he's a script writer right now.
And my last question about him, and you may or may not answer it, you're not friends.
me particularly, no longer. I think they're also no longer friends.
Okay. Okay.
Okay na yun. Basta,
Okay na yun.
Kasi, patak ko doon, kami masaya naman sa ginagawa namin. Alam ko naman siya, I'm sure, gusto rin niya ginagawa niya ngayon, yung script writing.
Oo. Kanina nung kasi sinabi mo kanina, Clem, na you can never work with him again. Kasi meron kayo sigurong work differences, ano? Whatever that is. Kanina sinabi mo sa press con.
I think so. Pero hindi ko na rin alam actually right now ano ba talaga yung
Dahilan.
pinakadahilan talaga.
Kasi sobrang tagal na.
Tagal na eh. So
Pero nung time ba na yun, hindi ba na-torn yung ibang members na, uy, kanino kami? Team Clem ba kami? Or Team McCoy? Sorry.
hindi ko na maalala.
Hindi mo na maalala. Okay, my next question.
Kasi ang tagal na nun eh. Hindi na siya relevant sa nangyayari sa amin ngayon eh.
Yon, kanina tinanong ko yung Heaven Knows. Narinig niyo na ba yung version ni JC De Vera?
No.
Pero kayo nagsulat nun.
Yes.
Heaven Knows, ano?
Ako.
Oh,
The
so,
whole song.
pero syempre kailangan nyo ng permission sa'yo to record
I
it.
think
Ano?
nagpaalam naman ng Universal Records. Sabi ko, we don't mind. I mean, ako naman as a songwriter, sa akin magpapaalam.
Oo.
So, I don't mind if people wants to cover that. Hindi ako masuko.
Pero hindi ikaw yung tipong, dahil ikaw ang songwriter, gagwardyan ko kung sino mang magko-cover niyan.
Hindi naman ako ganun.
Hindi ka, do you watch yung mga covers sa YouTube ng iba, kung sino mang tao? Do you enjoy watching people doing covers of your songs? Or do you get critical na they really butchered that one?
Hindi kami critical.
Not at all.
Not at all. I mean, if they made an effort, it's still an effort. I mean, if we don't like it, or it doesn't matter if we don't like it or not. As long as they tried. I mean,
We appreciate na-appreciate naman namin.
saka kung pumayag naman kami, wala kayong magagawa. Di ba?
Tama. I'm down to my last 3 questions. This is about what's going on in the music industry. I don't know if if you know about it or not, but I'll ask the questions anyway. First, a few weeks ago, nagkaroon ng uproar about sa prices ng isang ticket ng Ppop group. Concert ticket. Masyado daw mahal.
Compare sa
Oo, and then a few weeks later, I don't know if you know Olivia Rodrigo, biglang naging 1.5. But ang question ko in general, what do you think of ticket pricing for artists in the Philippines?
Kayong concert goers here.
Oh.
Pero kasi malaki naman talaga difference. Kasi pagka international ka, yung market mo mas malaki eh. So kahit kita nila yung prices nila dito, kikita pa rin sila sa iba kasi
Depende sa
madami
venue,
silang pupuntahan
maraming factors
Dito
yun.
sa atin, yung pricing ng mga artists dito, syempre, meron talagang lahat naman may expenses siya. Kagaya kami, we're producing the concert.
Oo.
So may expenses yung band. Kami mismo yung maglalabas dito.
But do you think for the longest time, masyadong na menos ang local artists in terms of pricing their tickets against po international?
Okay, mahirap compare dahil iba kasi yung international sa local. Unless yung mga local artists are also global.
Right.
Right? Let's say kung Bini nag-global talaga siya. So, comparable.
Oo.
Siyempre, mas maliit ang cost mo pag nandito ka sa Pilipinas. So, I understand why mataas yung ticket ng mga foreign artists. And on top of that, ang taas ng tax sa Pilipinas.
Hanggang ngayon.
So, entertainment tax here is really high. So, yeah, ticket-wise, it's really the discretion of the promoters and the artists and producers. So,
Pero international-wise, kasi production nila, ang ganda rin naman ng production ng international. So, dapat lang maningin lang ganun.
Right.
so I think yun yung kailangan ng
Yun yung
mga
binabayaran.
local ngayon to upgrade the production, the concert experience
Right.
to match the foreign artists.
And if I may add, kanina yung sinabi mo na some people say na if you hadn't stopped or disbanded, you would have been the definitive band of that era, of that generation. And I think also, you would have been the first to become international because your sound
Yes.
is not just it's not just Pinoy. It's not just, and it's also timeless.
Yes.
Like,
Thank
di ba?
you. Thank you for saying that.
Puso yan.
That's true. It's timeless in that hindi siya nagpapaka-trend.
So, kailangan natin mag-international talaga.
Oo eh.
Talagang binigyan na namin, push na tayo eh.
Okay.
Let's do this!
We try.
Okay. I think my last question has something to do with Basti Artadi. I don't know if you know him, no? What?
I commented on
You did. So you know the issue, no?
I did the math.
Okay, so for our viewers lang, may issue. Let's not name the label, but the gist of the story is Basti won't support promoting their own album because they feel they're not going to get what's rightfully theirs financially or what they deserve and ano. So here we are with Clem na inaral niya yung when they disbanded, tama ba Clem? When they disbanded, when he went solo, inaral kamo niya yung business. This is something we talked about kanina sa press con. So what do you think of this business side? What do you think of our labels na ganun pa din na ganun ang bayad? What do you think of that whole thing?
Well, for me personally, number one, because Wolfgang has been disbanded for so long, so no one calls the shots for that brand. Okay. So I think yung owner ng Masters, which is the record label, are just trying to monetize what they have. Because this is the perfect time to monetize all of the past catalogs. And putting it on vinyl is very appealing, especially right now. Siguro ang naging problem lang is hindi nila kinonsult yung
Banda.
Yeah, if they will agree
Right.
with that project or not.
But
And then number two, the existing contract before, it's not really fair right now because streaming na. Before yung mga 30 cents niya per song or 3% per na royalty, okay pa siya, acceptable pa siya before because physical CDs tayo, walang streaming.
tama.
So I think it's about time na all those past agreements should be updated.
Should be reviewed.
Kailangan lang mag-usap yung dalawang parties para win-win.
Right.
Should be reviewed. Katulad yan, for the issue of fairness, paano ng strength niya, total kung naka-recoup na yung record company sa expenses nila in the past for Wolfgang. Yeah, I'm sure naka-recoup na sila and all that and kumita na. I think it's about time that record companies should update the agreement.
You're an artist, all of you are, but do you also see yung side ng record label in all of this?
Of course, because I have a label.
Oo. So meron ding namang point.
I mean, I think it's more about consultation and communication. Yeah. Even though they own the masters, I think it's but right na they consult the artist to make a favorable. Oo. Kasi essentially, it's their intellectual property.
Right.
So sana yung mga record companies would always consider that na this is intellectual property.
Oo. It's personal to me.
It's
mine.
very
I mean, di ba?
personal to them.
Oo.
And if you will just be think like a businessman and enforce whatever there is in the contract 30 years ago, hindi natin maiiwasan what happened to Basti when he exposed that deal. So that happens. So,
Let alone if he got hurt.
yes, di ba? So be careful. I guess record companies should be careful with that, especially the big four. They need to communicate with the artists.
Pero ito ba ang dahilan, Orange and Lemons, na, and this is just me, you can negate what I'm going to say, na you're never going to sign with a major label? Because of how things are run, because of how things are for now?
Hindi naman. We understand how things are run.
Okay.
So, galing na kami doon eh.
Ayaw niyong bumalik?
Hindi na kami kasi bagong artist.
Okay.
We can produce our own.
Oo.
We are self-producing now. We do not need a label to invest on us. We can invest ourselves. That video, that's expensive.
It looks expensive. You should watch out for the video tomorrow nga
Kailangan ba
palabas.
namin ng label to finance a music video? Hindi na.
But it could have been easier for you.
Not really.
May tutulong.
Not really. I mean, this is a work of love from our team.
How do they contact you if they want to sign you for shows or get you for shows?
We have our managers. We have a
May
management.
I have his number? And what's his name?
Antoinette Maniquis and Luisa Cornelio. Yeah.
My last question,
And visit orangeandlemons.co.
yon. My last question, which Orange and Lemon song from the 4 albums you released, all of you please answer, you think deserve more?
Deserve more.
More?
Deserve more exposure? Deserve more love from people?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Ako, Labulacan.
Labulacan niya.
Labulacan. Labulacan. I mean, this is very Filipino.
Kasi
This is
dahil Bulakenyo nga kami.
Oo, I think
Kumbaga, kailangan namin express yung
All four albums to,
Labulacan.
Ikaw din.
That's the least album kasi na makapansin. Dahil
Oo.
hindi siya talaga Orange and Lemon song.
Oo.
Pero yun yung dapat na lang pakinggan.
Or maybe you should also promote yung third album na nagpa-disband sa inyo. Because I think maybe that its time is now. Maybe.
I guess so.
Oh.
I think siguro second, okay, I'll change my answer. First, Moonlight Gardens.
Oh.
That's an international release talaga eh. And secondly, yung Labulacan.
Kasi hindi na lang Pinoy ang nakikinig.
Yeah.
The whole world is listening to
You're right,
everyone
you're right.
else.
You're right.
Kung dati, lahat kontrolado ng radyo, ng labels, now, I don't care kung gusto ng mga taga-Thailand eh.
Yeah.
Kung gusto ng India eh.
Yeah,
Thank
that's
you.
right. Thank you so much.